Hello Crypt Keepers, Heather from Heather's Crochet Crypt here. Welcome to day 91 of our 100-day countdown to Halloween. We are on day 91, so today is Saturday, August 1st. It is August 1st, I just realized it. Today's August 1st, so happy October to everybody out there who celebrates spooky season like we do here on my channel. So today I needed to make something kind of small because I'm busy today. It is my one of my grandson's 6th birthday today. Well, his birthday's Monday. We're celebrating his birthday today with a birthday party. So I still have to make his cupcakes and decorate the cake and cupcakes. So I've got to make something kind of small today. so I have plenty of time to get the cupcakes and everything decorated before I leave. So I think this is going to be small enough. I hope it is. It should be. It's a free pattern on Instagram that I saved a while ago. Been wanting to make it, so I think today's going to be the day. What yarn did they use for theirs? It looks like they used Premier Basic Chanel Brights. It just says blanket yarn. Okay, so let me pause you for a second and I will show you what we are working on today. Alright guys, this is what we're going to be making today. It is Flatwoods Monster. Pattern designer, the yarning portal. Saw this one a while ago and I thought, oh my gosh, it's so cool. I've made a Flatwood Monsters before, but it was huge. So this one should be a pretty decent smaller size. So we're going to try this one out. Okay, so I've got my colors. I'm going to use Premier Basic Chanel Brights. Red for the head, green for the body, and I do need a little bit of black for what they're calling the halo on top of the head, and it's just got plain black safety eyes. Wow, you guys are up there a little bit. I read over the pattern. They want you to sew the head to the body and then make the arms and sew the arms to the body and then sew the halo to the head. I think I'm going to do like I did before. I'm going to make the head and then work straight into the body by working the body backwards and crochet the arms in. The arms are just a chain and you work it back down the chain, so I'm just going to attach the red yarn, chain out, you know what I mean? Do it as I go through the pattern. And I'm going to do it in the row that they tell you to sew the arms onto. So that is the plan for our Flatwoods Monster. I hope he turns out, you know, this big. I don't want him too big. Hopefully he's not. I'm going to use a 5mm hook like always. And this color in Premier Basic Chanel Brights is the color Poppy. The head only increases out to 24. Oh, but you do 4 rows of 24. Crap, this might be bigger than I think it is. Unless I make it smaller. Maybe I'll make it smaller. I think I will. It starts with 6 in the magic ring. And then increases out to 24, and then they want you to do 4 rows of 24. So if I start with 8, increase to 24, that's 1 row less, and maybe only do 3 rows of 24. I might do that. See how it turns out. Oh, I haven't chose anything to watch today. I think what I was going to do, I was just going to pull up YouTube and see what new YouTube videos are out today. Oh, I think I only did 6. I did. You guys have any suggestions on like any new YouTubers that you watch, or you know, old ones I guess, that I well, you ain't gonna know if I follow them or subscribe to them or not, but yeah, just do some name dropping down in the comments of your favorite crochet YouTube people. And if I don't already follow them, I'll go check their channel out and give them a follow, subscribe, whatever, you know. So, yeah. I need some new, more peeps to watch is what I need. I need more to watch. Okay, so Ella from No Catchy Name Crochet, she has her latest 100 Days of Halloween video out. So I'm going to watch that and then figure out what else I'm going to watch after that. And guys, guess what? So my grandson, whose birthday party is today, he originally wanted a Minecraft birthday party, like video game birthday party. He likes playing video games and he loves Minecraft, so his mom bought him Minecraft birthday party decorations. You know, the kits and packages that you can get from Amazon. So she bought one of those Minecraft kits from Amazon. Well, a couple weeks ago, his name's Weston, he told me he wanted, I asked him what kind of cake he wanted. Of course he wants chocolate, but that's not what I was asking. I was asking like what he wanted on the cake, or wanted to make sure he still wanted like the Minecraft Steve or zombie cake. He said he wanted a monster cake. I'm like, okay, do you want a Minecraft zombie cake then? He goes, no, I want a real monster cake. I'm like, okay. And then like a week later, I was trying to get more details. I said, so what kind of monster cake do you want? He said, a red monster, but I'm like, okay, what kind of monster? You just want random cute little monster? And he says, no, I want the monster you have on your wall. And I was FaceTiming him at the time, and I'm like, okay. So I went down and I showed him what I thought he was talking about, and he said, yes, that's the one. That's what I want. I have 2 wooden Bigfoot silhouettes on my wall in my living room. One, I have like a set of like 4 or 5 steps that go up into my kitchen and dining room and stuff, and I've got one of the Bigfoot right there at the top of the steps. And he says, I want that. I said, you want that? I said, you know that's Bigfoot, right? He goes, yeah, I want Bigfoot. I'm like, are you sure you want Bigfoot on your cake? He says, yes. I said, well, why do you want Bigfoot on your cake? And he's like, he calls me Mama. He goes, Mama, you know I like scary stuff. And he does. They like to watch scary videos and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. So he's getting a regular 9x11 chocolate cake, and I'm going to, the Bigfoot silhouette that I put on my Bigfoot pillow, that's the silhouette I'm going to put on his cake. So my plan is to frost it with green on the bottom for grass, and then blue in the top half, and then I'm gonna melt down chocolate chips. I'm gonna make like some trees with the melted chocolate and let it harden, and then I'm gonna put the chocolate trees on the cake, and then I'm going to put the my plan is to put the Bigfoot, I cut out with cardstock the Bigfoot silhouette. So I'm going to lay that on the cake and then kind of frost around the cake in the green and blue. That way I can, get the shape of the Bigfoot. And then once all that is done, I will go in with chocolate frosting and put the Bigfoot silhouette on there. And I might use the like grass piping tip and do so it looks like it's hairy. And then for the cupcakes, he wants the same monster on the cupcakes. So with the melted chocolate chips, I did the same thing. I cut out a little Bigfoot in cardstock, and I'm tracing that silhouette on parchment paper, and then with the melted chocolate chips I'm going to make the Bigfoot silhouette, let it harden, and put those on top of the cupcakes. And the cupcakes are going to have green frosting like it's grass. I might do some just regular Bigfoot footprints too, but I don't know. He really wants just the monster, I think, so. Hopefully the little Bigfoot silhouettes turn out okay, because he really wants those on his cake, so fingers crossed all that works out for me. I've never done that before, but I'm pretty confident I can do it. So, fingers crossed for me, people, that all that works out and he loves it. So, yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing when we're done with our Flatwoods monster today. Alright, this is the head so far. Now I gotta put the eyes in. It doesn't tell you to put the eyes in or where to put the eyes in. So we're guessing, guys. We're guessing. I can do it myself anyway, but... Alrighty, here are our eyes. These are 16 millimeters, I do believe. So, eyes are in. I'm going to stuff. I'm going to decrease down to 8 and then change color to the green and start into the green. And then in the second row of green is when I'm going to add the arms. And as I said, that's just a chain. So, I'm going to leave the red attached. And then once the second arm is done, then I'll cut the red off. Alright, our Flatwoods monster body is all done. There it is. There's his arms. So I was starting to run out of green, so this part of the body here called for 4 rounds of 24. I did like 2, and then I started the decreases, which I'm okay with because I think I like that size better. I don't know that I would be happy with it if it was 2 more rounds taller. I kind of like the shape that it is without the other 2 rounds in it. So now we need to make the black halo that will then get sewn onto the top of the head. So I do have some black Bernat blankets sitting here in my baskets that I use to make my tiny ghosts. Once that is made, it'll get sewn on, and then our Flatwoods monster is done, guys. Yeah, this was pretty quick and easy. And yeah, I definitely would do the no-sew way again. That's very awesome way to do it if you don't want to sew. Okay, let's make this halo. And it's in black. I may need to turn this light towards me. Okay guys, our little Flatwoods monster is all done. I've got the halo made and sewn on. Let's get these arms straightened out here. Ready? Look at that! The halo turned out pretty cool. On the back he almost looks like a 50s like greaser guy. I really like how this one turned out. It's really cool. Unfortunately though, I don't have any red in Elise Veludo. That's weird. Oh yeah, I do. It's right here. So I do have more colors, more red and green that I could use to make some more of these guys. It'd be an Elise Veludo instead of Premier Basic Chanel Bright, so it might turn out just a little bit smaller, but that's okay too. And look, it turned out almost the exact size I wanted it to. A little bit bigger, which I'm okay with that. I'm pretty happy with that guy. He's probably going to be at least $15 because it took probably 45 minutes to an hour to make, which isn't bad. Not bad at all. It is a sewing pattern. You sew the head to the body, sew the arms to the body, and sew the halo to the head. But if you don't want to do the sewing, you can do like I did, just continue the body into the head into the body. And what you have to do is work the body backwards, and where it says to increase you decrease, and where it says to decrease you increase. So that's how you would do that, if that makes sense. I don't know if any of you have ever done that. But yeah, it's kind of easy as long as you remember decreases or increases and increases or decreases. And your stitch count is going to be the stitch count of the row above. Clear as mud. I know. So, alright, so yeah, the only thing I sewed on to this guy is the black halo, is what they're calling it. Yeah, so this is a Flatwoods monster. Okay, so I think the Flatwoods monster is one of those cryptids that not a lot of people know a lot about. I have watched a few shows about the Flatwoods monster, so I do know about him. So if you are into cryptids, you may know, but some of you may not. So I'm just going to read the origin of the legend of the Flatwood monster to you real quick. I think it's kind of interesting. So let's see. The Flatwoods monster is known as the Braxton County Monster, or Braxy. Was first reported on September 12th, 1952 in the small town of Flatwoods, West Virginia. The story began when two brothers, Edward and Fred May, along with their friend Tommy Heyer, saw a bright light streak across the sky and crash on the property of a local farmer, G. Bailey Fisher. Intrigued, they ran home to tell their mother, Kathleen May, who decided to accompany them along with several other local children and a National Guardsman named Eugene Lemon to investigate the sighting. As the group approached the crash site, they noticed a pulsing red light and a strange mist in the air. When Lemon shined his flashlight in the direction of the light, they reportedly saw a 10-foot tall creature with a spade-shaped head, glowing eyes, and a body that appeared to be clad in a dark metallic dress. The creature was described as having claw-like hands and emitted a hissing sound as it glided toward them. The sighting terrified the group, causing them to flee in panic, with some witnesses later reporting symptoms like throat irritation and nausea, which were speculated to be due to exposure to a toxic substance. So, there's been lots of different character pictures of the Flatwoods monster. Like they said in this one, it's got the spade-shaped head. And a lot of them do have like the glowing eyes. The other one I made had yellow eyes. And this one said a dark metallic dress, which most of the pictures that you see of the Flatwoods monster has the red head with the green body and this pointy thing on its head or behind its head. Some of them do portray like a cloak type thing on it. So yeah, so it sounds like it was like an alien that crashed to Earth that people saw, and that's what they described it as. So yeah, Flatwoods, West Virginia. Was it West Virginia? I already done forgot. I done forgot. Yes, Flatwoods, West Virginia. That is why this is the Flatwoods monster. In 1952, September 12th, 1952. So just over a month. And oh my gosh, how many years ago was that? 84 years ago? No, 74. Yeah, 74 years ago. So that is the legend of the Flatwoods monster, if you were curious. So I really like this one. I like the shape of it. The other one I made, I was a pattern tester for. I don't remember who that was. I'll try to look it up and put the name of the designer of the other Flatwoods monster that I made. It had long legs and long arms. It's a big one. That one I have priced for over $100 because it's big. So, okay. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for day 91 of 100 days of Halloween with our little Flatwoods monster. I don't think we have any cryptid besides Bigfoot emojis. So, let's put a spaceship. Let's put a spaceship emoji down in the comments if you got to see the final reveal of our Flatwoods monster, since the story says it was like a spaceship crash. Okay, let's hit that like button if you like this video. That helps my videos get pushed out to more people like you who like this type of video. Subscribe if you're not already. That way you don't miss the rest of the 90 days of our countdown to Halloween. And yeah, guys, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you all so much for clicking in and watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.